Hey guys, I know it's been a minute. I wanted to come on and say hello in case this app goes bye bye. Let me tell you guys a couple of things. I know a lot of people are misinformed about why our governmental leaders feel the necessity to ban TikTok. Um, okay, let's examine the word ban. They are not actually trying to ban TikTok. What they're trying to do is protect US citizens, our privacy, and our children's privacy, which has been grossly abused and accessed by the Chinese government through TikTok, which is a Chinese owned and based company. Make no mistakes about it. Now, if you're African American, I'm going to encourage you to read and learn how the Chinese government views its citizens of African origin and other African people and African Americans, Afro Europeans in other countries. So educate yourselves. I'm not going to say anything. I just want you to learn about the culture and how historically and presently people with skin like this are treated there. And you might understand a lot of things. You might a lot of things about why the filters are not flattering for us. Why hashtags like Black Lives Matter and Black History Month were not trending. Now, why do you care about your privacy? I personally have experienced videos being made on this app while I was not using the app. I know you guys noticed, remember when you used to see little clips of the videos that you had, not videos, but like your live streams? So one day I was just getting dressed and I was getting ready to stream, and I noticed that there were like a lot of like 15-second recordings. And it had literally been accessing my camera repeatedly. There were 15-second recordings of us on vacation in a hotel. There was audio clips in there of us at our just like I used to just leave my phone hooked up, like the phone I streamed with, just on the mount, not in the app, and it was recording. So it was like what we were doing in our house. And these are some of the things that our government has addressed, and there have been class action settlements. They didn't admit any wrongdoing, but they paid. And let me tell you what, a multi-billion-dollar company ain't gonna pay millions of dollars for something they ain't doing. Now, for you guys who have made this your life, your source of income, social media was never promised, guys. It was never promised. When it became a lucrative outlet, just think of it as like winning a scratch off. Some of you guys make careers of it, but it's not promised like an education. It's not promised like hard work and experience, okay? So, problem number one, if you made this your everything, shouldn't have done that. Now, what will happen? Another app will come along. There are a lot of amazing apps who don't violate our privacy, who have more equality no matter what your race, gender, creed is, nationality. There's Clapper, Bigo, Facebook is monetizing. Is there still bias and racism, discrimination in these companies? Absolutely. But there's some accountability for US based companies. Are US based apps safer? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because they're harvesting our information for marketing, not for any covert operations, okay? That's it. Just they're disclosing how our information is going to be used, If you guys don't read it, that's your problems. And it's clear by some of the posts and videos I see, you guys don't read. You're not reading the things you're signing up for. Take the time out. It's a lot of information to process, but read the key points on privacy, how it affects minor usage. I will say this, if you will read what TikTok says about minors, like I'm paraphrasing here, that if a minor if a minor is using the app, then that's basically consent. The parent consented to it. Again, that's a paraphrase. Read it for yourself. I am not here to teach you anything. What I am here to do is encourage you to think for yourself. Research. Research is not just hitting a Google, okay? Because Google has ads for sale and placement. So the information you get in the first page might not be accurate. You need to look at sources. Journalists don't even cite sources anymore. You know, writers, bloggers have no journalistic integrity, maybe no educational experience. So you really can't trust what you're seeing on the internet. You can use it as a basis to find your research. If you want to know what's going on with TikTok, they want you to call your representatives. Child, call your representatives and find out what's going on. How does this affect you? Read their user agreement, what they're disclosing versus what they're doing. You want to Google something, Google some of those hearings. Google some of those class action lawsuits and settlement agreements. That's public record. You can see for yourself. I did. I absolutely did. So read for yourself. I'm encouraging you guys to think, research, question every single thing. If this app leaves, don't nobody give a rat's ass. It'll be another one and another one. You don't think it will? MySpace was one of the greatest apps that ever existed. Tom left on top. He didn't fail. He sold, and now that man living a good life. He living his life. He living life. He ain't stressed. He still look like the same Tom. Child, y'all better go see Tom. He ain't stressed. People said, Tom, come back. He was like, nah. I made enough money to live the rest of my life, my children's children, and left on top. And then the app went, you don't think TikTok can? TikTok used to be an app called Musical.ly. A lot of us never even made a TikTok account. I never did. I had a friend that used to be like, I want to show you this video. And she was like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Can you just make a TikTok? Finally, she just kept asking me. I was like, yeah, let me go make a TikTok. And it said, you already have a TikTok. And I was like, no, I don't. So I sent a password reminder, and it was Musical.ly. I used to have Musical.ly and let my kids make little videos just for themselves, singing little songs. And that's unethical. That they changed their whole business format, their whole trademark and copyrights, and then just created us an account as if we were a part of this new thing that we might not even have agreed to. So a lot of us on here never made a TikTok. We made a Musical.ly account, which was a karaoke app. So that's totally not what TikTok is. So that should tell you something right there about their ethics, their business ethics. So let me get off of this. I haven't looked at the news or read to see what happened. I personally don't care. They have been very biased. My account has been tampered with, doctored. My counter hasn't moved. Y'all see my counter? Okay, look at it in like 3 months. It's still going to be the same if this app's still here. I literally stopped counting at over 100,000 followers, and it set all my stuff to 0 one day, and then when it finally went back, it just stayed. It has never moved. My views either. So that's all I'm encouraging you guys to do. You can find me on Facebook, Lisa LaFleur, or my business page, which is Just Minxie Productions. And my platform is on Apple Music and Amazon, all major platforms, most minor platforms. You can listen to my podcast, Plus One with Minx.